I spent the last year designing this pet feeder for my cat Michael.
There are a lot of cat lovers on the internet, but this next dude takes it to a whole new level. Here's my Nightline co-anchor with another look at Aaron's animals.
When I first started this YouTube channel, I was in film school, and I remember 2 rules they gave us in class. Don't work with kids, and don't work with animals. Now that I've spent over a decade creating special effects videos on YouTube, I wanted to embrace a new challenge. Teaching my pets to master a real trick. It all started with a simple question. What if I could design a feeder that teaches my pet? Instead of spending his time alone bored, Michael would be engaged in a new hobby. A hobby that challenges him mentally and keeps him entertained. So what I'm about to show you is pretty cool for me. I've never really been one to document the behind the scenes process, but when we came up with the idea for the piano, I was so excited that I went ahead and recorded that exact moment, along with a bunch of other steps in the prototyping process. Okay, so today is May 20th. And I just had this idea to make a cat piano where your cat can learn to play because he's given treats when he plays. And the goal would be to make it so that it sounds good. So that's all I got for now, but this is day 1. So the idea was to create a new pet feeder for Michael that wouldn't just feed him, but would require something out of him. I wanted it to teach him a new skill and have it engage him mentally. I also wanted it to fit into our home aesthetic because my wife didn't really like the look of our old feeder. So I made a prototype out of this old piano that would dispense treats to him as a reward for playing it. Okay, so what we have here is the piano. When the notes are played, there will be sound that will be triggered by a sound sensor here on the Arduino. It'll then send a signal to rotate this servo, which will then turn this cereal dispenser, and then the food will be dispensed. I was actually kind of surprised that this already wasn't a thing. You can buy pet puzzles and toys, but they all rely on a parent to set them up. Some people will make the effort, but most won't have the time or energy to engage them every day. Often these toys will get used a few times, then forgotten about and thrown away. When Michael was a kitten, he was bursting with energy. He'd spend his days active, pretending to hunt, mimicking the ways of his wild ancestors. But as time passed, I noticed a shift. He lost some of that drive. Partly because he got all of his food without having to put forth any effort. It was there just served to him, and I could see it affected his mood. The piano, in a way, makes him work for his food by having to press the keyboard buttons.
Nice.
It's about rekindling that primal joy of working for his meals. This work he's doing now, it gives him fulfillment and a renewed sense of purpose. This is actually version 5 of the pet piano. We went through several different versions. We knew that it had to be easy to use, durable, and visually pleasing. Here's some footage of the first time we caught Michael playing on his own. Wow. The final version has 2 features that I love the most. The piano will harmonize with whatever your pet plays in real time, making it actually sound good. It's like having a little mini Beethoven in your living room, regardless of how many notes they play or for how long. It also has a tutor mode that will slowly adjust the number of notes required to dispense food. This ensures that your pet is constantly getting better and continues to stay challenged. My other cat, Phil, is now playing over 10 notes at a time. Every morning now we have this delightful experience. My wife and I sit with our cup of coffee, and there's Michael giving us our very own mini concert. You can teach cats and dogs new tricks by modeling behavior, but if they don't understand that you want them to copy you, they might never learn. That's actually why I love the design of this piano so much. I can place a treat on top of the piano, at which point they'll step up to eat the treat and naturally place their paws on the piano keys. At this point, the treats will be dispensed and they'll naturally learn the link between the two. After a few months of testing, we've seen the piano work with kittens, dogs, bunnies, and even a raccoon. Here's a cat that was pretty timid at first. And then here she is a week later. Creating animal videos has been a huge source of joy for me over the last decade. Some of my fondest memories are of the reactions to your videos we've shared. It's my hope that with the pet piano, some of you will be able to share videos of your own pets while experiencing the same joy that your reactions have brought me. Beyond watching the videos, what excites me most about the piano is the enrichment it provides by giving pets a daily opportunity to be challenged. So if you want to support this project, you can do so by clicking the link below. For those of you who want to try making one on your own, my buddy Sebastian, who was a huge help on this project, has actually detailed the entire process over on his YouTube channel for free. All right, take care.